Hello, I am the Stale Gamer, and welcome back to Morrowind Files, where we are looking for the murderer of an Imperial taxman killed in cold blood. His name was I don't see his name in my journal, but I believe his name was Processus Vitellius. Yes, that's his name. And he was killed by, I guess, someone who didn't pay their taxes. So we'll look into that in this episode. And we're also looking around here and
what is this about?
Seeing what these people have to say. Who are you then? I am Tolvis Othralen, commoner. Yeah? Any rumors? My cousin claimed he saw a city in the water near Narmok. He's a drunkard though, and spends too much time in the sun. So, this is a video game, and there's a drunkard who claims something happening, and that means that it's absolutely 100% true. There is no chance that it cannot be true. So, yeah, there's probably a city near Narmok in the river. Any advice? Phew. You're bitter green outlander. Might as well wear a sign new in town. Word of advice. Buy a little goodwill. Lose a few drakes, gain a friend. Folks will loosen up if you spread a little of the Emperor's gold around. Yeah, that's good advice, actually. We'll be using that later. Little secret? Talk to everyone. Talk is cheap. Ask questions. You don't ask, you never learn. Yes, that's true as well. Anything else? No, nothing. So, I've heard that this guy, named Hriskar, has some financial troubles, and we'll also look into that. So, what do you have to say? You look like you could use a friend, Outlander. Perhaps I can be your friend. I'd like you to help me recover some gold. That's right. See, I had a bad run of luck playing 9 holes, and lost a bit of money. Normally I'd be fine. We can usually keep some gold in our pockets just from the money the locals pay us for protection. But I know some of them are holding out on me, especially that little fetcher Fargoth. He's come up light the past couple of weeks, when I've shaken him down. I know he's stashing it somewhere. I'd like to find Fargoth's hiding place. I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town. Just not sure where yet. I've already gone through his whole house, so I know he's not hiding it there. I'd like you to find out where he's stashing his gold, if you can. I'll give you a share of the wealth. Are you up for it? Well, he seems like a rough fellow. Not someone I'd like to be associated with, but, you know, gold could come handy, so, yeah, I'll do it. Excellent. Here's what I want you to do. I'm not sure where he goes, but I know he wanders around town at night. Watch his movements. The best vantage point is on top of the lighthouse south of town. That will give you a nice view of all of Seydonin. If you keep an eye on where he goes, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out where he's hiding that gold. Sure, we'll keep that in mind.
What happened to you?
Speak
Oops. Hello? This is the girl we were told to find to give us directions to Balmora. Go ahead. You're not interrupting anything. I'm a lone scout. You need directions? Pelagiad, Balmora, Caldera, Ebonheart, Vivek. Let's hear about you first. Who are you? I'm a lone scout. Scout, eh? What does that involve? I'm a scout. I know places, people, plants, paths, wind and weather. I serve as guide for travelers and traders, or work as advance guard and pathfinder for expeditions. I know the geography of Vvardenfell and the various geographic regions. My best defense is stealth, sneaking past trouble, but I can fight bow or blade in various armor styles when the job requires it. So, let's ask about the geography of Vvardenfell. Vvardenfell was only recently opened to settlement and trade. Most of the island's population is in the southwest, centered on the ancient city of Vivek, and the old Great House district centers at Balmora, Aldrun, and Cedric Mora. Yeah, those are all the main cities of Morrowind, or Vvardenfell, I should say. Let's ask about those geographic regions. Vvardenfell has 9 regions, each with their own plants and terrain. They are called the Ascadian Isles, the Ashlands, Azura's Coast, the Bitter Coast, the Gracelands, Molag Amur, Red Mountain, West Nash, West Gash, and Sheogorad. The Bitter Coast. The salt marshes are hot swamps of the salt marshes and hot swamps of Bitter Coast are uninhabited, with only settlements found at the good harbors of Gnar Mach, Laod, and Seidonin. Yeah, this is one of them. Let's ask about Seidonin. Most visitors from the Empire make landfall at the port of Seidonin, where they are processed by the Imperial Census and Access Commission agents of the Coast Guard Station. Yeah, just like we have been processed. Laod. Laod is a tiny isolated fishing village on western Vvardenfell in the Bitter Coast region. A rough trek along the river Odai connects Laod with the town of Balmora. Narmak. Narmak is a tiny fishing village in the Bitter Coast region of western Vvardenfell. Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Let's ask about this Sheogorad. It sounds strange. Sheogorad is largely hostile and uninhabited, with 2 small villages at Aldredainia and Dagonfell. Okay, that's about it for geography. Let's ask about some of the towns she mentioned, like Vivek. Vivek City is south on the road from Pelagiad. Vivek is the largest settlement on Vvardenfell and one of the largest cities in the east. Built on Norvine Bay, I don't know, completely surrounded by water. The city itself is a group of giant town-sized buildings called cantons. The High Fane and the Palace of Vivek are visited by hundreds of tourists and pilgrims daily. Outlanders mostly confine themselves to the foreign quarter, while natives live, work and shop in the Great House compounds and residential cantons. Yes, Pelagiad. Pelagiad is a newly chartered imperial village on the road north from Vivek to Balmora, right on the western side of Ascadian Isles region. The village is right outside the Imperial Legion garrison at Fort Pelagiad. The houses and shops are built in the Western Imperial style, and Pelagiad looks more like a village in the Western Empire than a Morrowind settlement. Any other cities? like Caldera. Caldera is a recently chartered imperial town and mining corporation north of Balmora on the road to Aldrune. The Caldera Mining Company has been granted an imperial monopoly to remove raw ebony from the rich deposits here. Caldera is a new town, recently built in the Western Imperial style, and most of the citizens are outlanders and new colonists. Ebonheart. Ebonheart is south on the road from Pelagiad, built on the western shore of the water-founded city of Vivek. Ebonheart is the seat of the imperial government for Vvardenfell district, and a busy center of maritime trade. So that's the place where the big shots are. Castle Ebonheart is home of Duke Wedam Dren, the district's ruler and emperor's representative. Also located at Castle Ebonheart are the Vvardenfell District Council Chambers and Hawkmoth Legion Garrison. The East Empire Company has its headquarters in Ebonheart. Okay. Now, we've wasted enough time, I think. So let's ask her about Balmora. Balmora is the district seat of House Lalu, and the largest settlement on Vvardenfell after Vivek City. Good roads lead north from here to Balmora, passing through Fort Pelagiad and Pelagiad village. From Balmora, roads lead north to Aldrune, through the town of Caldera. Maybe I'd better write down directions to Balmora for you. It's a long walk and a little confusing. That's really nice of her to give us directions in writing, so thanks for that, Elone. Anything else I should ask you? Like, maybe you have a little further advice? You'll be looking for better armor and a decent weapon. Let me make a suggestion. A lot of people out there are wearing very nice armor and carrying very nice weapons. You don't want to go taking those things from the honest citizens though, because you'll be ending up doing hard labor. But if you happen to find some outlaws wearing nice armor and carrying nice weapons, well, the bailiffs don't mind at all if you knock them over the head and take their stuff. That's a bit harsh, but, you know, I could do that. Any rumors? Yeah, we heard about the Nerevarine prophecy and how involved the temple is in it. A little secret. How do you recognize it? Yeah, we've also heard that one. Daedric shrines. Okay, that's it then. Maybe we'll talk to one of these folks. You?
I'm listening.
You're new to Sedonin, right? I'm Albicius Cololius? I'm sure you have some questions. Go ahead. Ask. I have plenty of time. So... he's a battle mage. Any rumors? Did you hear that some fool lost Mentor's ring? In a tomb along the Bitter Coast, or so they say. Yeah, it's been found already. I'm wearing it. Some advice, maybe? If you're heading into the back country, always carry a couple of Restore Health, Restore Fatigue, and Cure Disease and Cure Blight potions with you. That's also pretty good advice. Little secret? Talk to everyone, yeah? Yeah, I'm talking to you, so I'm talking to everyone. Okay, that's it. You know what? I forgot to buy food and water, so I'll go ahead and do that. Foods. What kind of foods do you have? I sell fresh bread and fish. Slaughtered fish have a bitter taste, but bark, abbot, and pearlfish are very good. The easiest way to cook them is to roast them, but there are various other recipes. Pearlfish, eh? Pearlfish have a pearl-white meat, with a gentle, almost sweet taste. They're not easy to find nor to cook, having frail bones that must be removed carefully. In Cyrodiil there are breeding farms, but the most demanded and expensive ones are found near river mouths. Okay, I didn't really need to know that, but roasting a fish or a piece of meat is really simple, everyone can do it. Just stick it in a wooden skillet, blah blah blah, grill food, yeah. Anna is not really interested in any of this. She doesn't want to cook. She doesn't want to cook. It's not really her thing. Yeah, let's barter. Crab meat, bark fish. Let's buy some more crab meat. I think those fish need to be, they need to be cooked before they could be eaten. So let's buy that meat, crab meat, and maybe some bread. I think maybe. Oh, that costs a lot. Oh, whatever. Let's. Okay. It's really expensive to eat in Morrowind.
Welcome. If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble at all.
Let's go and buy some survival equipment, like a water skin and a bedroll. And do you carry torches at all? Doesn't look like you do. I wanted to buy torches, but I guess I won't. Okay, let's go.
What is this about?
Okay, first let's check my magical time meter that I have access to somehow. It's 5 p.m. Okay, there's still plenty of time of the day left. So let's fill that water skin first. I really need to drink. Oops. I took a bucket. Well, okay then. Okay. I have filled it with water.
Want something, friend? Yes?
First things first. Let's go back to the Census and Access office. I need to talk to that guy, Socucius Ergala, about the murder of their taxman. Oh man. This gate is locked? I could go the long way around, but yeah, I will. I don't want to be caught trying to lockpick that door. That gate, anyway.
Ah, hello. Did you want something?
Yes. I want to tell you about the murder of Processus Vitellius. Murdered? What a waste. Processus was a good man. I had been wondering why we hadn't heard from him in a few days. Still, these are dangerous times we live in, and these sorts of things will happen. Did you happen to find the tax money he'd collected? I'd hate to be so careless, but I do have a job to do. Okay, yeah, I found 200 septims on his body, I guess. You did? How odd that he was murdered but not robbed. Your honesty is appreciated, I can tell you that. I won't forget this, Honorial. In fact, if you're looking for some money for yourself, I'd like to see the murder of processes punished. Killing an emperor's tax collector is punishable by death. Find his murderer, bring him to justice, and the Census and Access Office will pay you 500 septims. Now that sounds really nice. So let's do that. So, buddy, who do you think could have murdered this Processus Vitellius? We heard he was a good man, and his murder should be avenged. Yeah, you don't have a clue. So, he's an officer of the Imperial Legion. Let's ask him about that. We have garrisons at Fort Pelagiad in Pelagiad, Hawkmoth Legion Fort in Ebonheart, Fort Moonmoth in Balmora, Fort Buckmoth in Aldrune, and Fort Darius in Nisus. Were you looking to join the Imperial Legion? No, not at all, but what would that entail? All the garrisons are presently at full strength, except perhaps the Deathshed Legion at Fort Darius in the West Nash near the village of Nisus. If you're interested, you will have to talk to General Darius there. Yeah, I won't do that. I don't think so. Any rumors? Yeah, this Nervarin thing everyone is talking about. Who is this Nervarin fellow anyway? It's the reincarnation of some dark elven hero, supposed to come to drive the Empire out of Morrowind. Just some local superstition, but the temple says it's wicked and evil, and you'll be very sorry if you talk about it with the priests and temple guard. While we're there, let's ask him about guards. Guards keep the peace and chase down criminals. Each district has its own guards, legion troopers in imperial districts, ordinators in temple districts, Redron, Lalu and Telvanni guards in their own great house districts. Guards collect fines and compensation, and drag you off to prison if you can't pay. Yeah, we heard that it's probably not a good idea to be an outlaw in Morrowind, so... what are the fines and compensations anyway? That's how we punish crimes in Morrowind. We collect fines and compensation is paid to the injured party or his kin. Don't pay the fine, then do hard labor. Yeah. Any advice? If you do the crime, pay the fine, don't do the time. You might think a little hard labor isn't a bad price to pay, but while you're breaking rocks for the Empire, you lose the edge in your useful skills, and it takes a long time to get back to where you were before. Yeah? Yeah, going to jail is a pretty good way to lose some skills, which is really handy if you are trying to max out your character's attributes on higher levels. But we won't be doing that in this playthrough. A little secret, maybe? Buy from merchants and traders who like you. You get better prices. Members of your own factions usually like you the best. Yeah, that's... okay. I don't have a faction yet, so... maybe later. Thanks for the info. Let's go and ask about the town and see if anyone knows anything about the murder of this Processus fellow. Maybe you?
Want something, friend?
Do you know anything about his murder? Someone finally got him, huh? Well, it's no surprise, I suppose. No one likes a tax collector, especially one who flaunts his wealth while taking our hard-earned cash. Hard-earned cash. Only one who could stomach him at all was Thavir over in the lighthouse. The two of them spent some time together. Shame, really. She seemed like a nice woman. Yeah, it looks like nobody likes this fellow.
Outland.
So there are plenty of suspects, I think. Do
What
you
is this
know
about?
anything about this? Nah, just the same thing. I'm Tellery Helvey. Welcome to Cynic Seidanin, gateway to Morrowind. Are you looking for someone in particular, or do you just want a little advice? Yeah, I could use a little advice, always. Some rough customers came into town now and then for supplies. I think they might be smugglers and bandits holed up locally. Be doing a public service to clean them up, and might find yourself some nice loot in the bargain. So I hear. Any rumors? Have you noticed? For all its proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legion does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists. That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? Oh yeah, it's a thing. Slavery is legal in Morrowind, so abolitionists, people who free slaves, are actually criminals. So yeah, not the best place to be if you're an Argonian or a Khajiit. Little secret, maybe? You're an outlander. Maybe you don't know about the kinds of Daedric ruins we have here in Morrowind. Daedric cults worship the bad Daedra. I think we have already heard about this. Maybe not. You can learn more about that at the temple. Anyway, long ago, before the temple put a stop to it, people used to worship bad Daedra. Moloch Baal, Malakoth, Sheogorath, and Mechrun's Dagon at Daedric shrines. But lately, since the Empire came in, some people have been taking up worshipping the bad Daedra at these old sites. And I warn you, these are dangerous places. Okay. So, have you heard about this Nervarin fellow? Is he a real thing? The Ashlanders have a prophecy that one day a reincarnation of the legendary hero Nervar will unite the Dunmer against the invaders and restore the ancient Dark Elven nation. But the Tribunal Temple says that this is a false and profane superstition, and the Ordinators deal mercilessly with those who profess such beliefs. Yeah, these Ordinator fellows seem rather harsh. What's that? So, what's that about Dunmers? We are the dark-skinned, red-eyed elven people of Morrowind. The Westerners call us Dark Elves, but we prefer to call ourselves Dunmer. Okay. Who's that fellow over there?
Wealth beyond measure.
Arene Lenim. Welcome to Saturn, stranger. Is there some specific place you're looking for? No, not really. Any rumors you might have heard? Yeah, I've heard that too. A little advice? Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, you have nothing to say. Okay, let's go. This is the lighthouse, so this is where the murdered taxman's sweetheart is living. So let's pay her a visit. Well, it's humble, for sure. Hello?
What is this about?
It's about, how should I tell you? You know, Processus was murdered. Processus murdered? No. Tell me it's not so. He was the gentlest man I've ever met. He and I had become so close in the past few months. I don't know what I will do. I don't know what I will do without him. I've only seen him get angry once or twice, and never raised a hand to anyone. This is so sad. You've seen him get angry, eh? What was that about? Well, not even angry, I suppose. I saw him arguing once with foreign Gilnith about his taxes. He thought Processus had been levying too much and skimming off the top for himself. Ridiculous. Processus wouldn't have done such a thing. I'm sure of it. Please find out what happened, friend. And if you find out what became of Processus's ring, it would ease my heart. Ring? I gave him the ring many months ago, and it was dear to him. I would like it to remember him by. Okay. If I find it, I'll bring it back. Yeah, maybe it's not best to ask her in this scenario, but we'll ask her anyway. Rumors? Yeah, same thing as always. Advice. It pays to take it slow when you first come to Morrowind. When you talk to folks, keep an eye on their dispositions. They let you know if you don't like them. They let you know if you don't like them. If they don't like you, I think that's what she's trying to say. Okay. And it's smart to get on a fla's good side before you ask for a favor. Yeah, funny Dunmer words. Do you know any secrets, maybe? Yeah, I've heard that before. Okay. I'll be back when I find out anything about you or about that X-Men's whoever he was to you murder. Let's take a look outside here, but first let's take a look in this book. The Wraith's Wedding Dowry. And it's a skill book that gave me some unarmored skill. You know, Anna is interested in the contents of this book, but she won't be taking it from a poor, recently widowed Dunmer woman, so she'll just put it back. And the sun is almost down, and if you recall, we've been told to keep a watch out during the night from the top of this lighthouse and see if we can find out where Fargoth is hiding his little stash that he's supposedly got. So let's just wait a few hours here and see if we can find anything. That's not what I wanted to do. Just wait. Sorry about that. Let's wait 2 hours until 9 p.m. There's Fargoth with a torch. Just oh, he's doing some skulking while I'm up here eating and drinking. Just having a fun time, keeping an eye out for Fargoth's shenanigans. Where is he going anyway? He probably shouldn't come any closer, or he could spot me up here. It's going back to the tree. Takes a left turn and goes into the swamp. Interesting. What is he doing down there? Okay, he was definitely doing something in that swamp. So let's go down there and take a look at it. But before we do so, we might have noticed that there is something in this stump, and it's a silverware cup and a few gold pieces. So we'll be taking that. And there is one more. I just slid down there by accident. I'll be going back up and take a look into this other stump over here, because I think there might be something in there as well. And jump! There we go. It's an iron shard axe, an enchanted axe. That was worth it. So let's try to take a look at that little swamp that Fargoth has been visiting. And would you look at that? There's another tree stump with stuff inside it. Guess the other two stumps must have been his as well. And we have his ring back. So yeah, I'll just use it to heal myself up. And while we're done here, I think that Foringilnith, the fellow who is currently the prime suspect in the case of the murder of the taxman, lives down here somewhere around these little shacks. Is this his house? Yes, it is. Let's talk to him.
Outlander.
Hey, buddy. I think you have something to confess to me, don't you? But you know what? First, I am going to save, because this is a pretty tough fight, as I remember. Murder of Processus Vitellius. Anything you might know about it? That fetcher? You're damn right I did him in. And a good thing too. He was skimming a lot of money from all of us honest people, overcharging us on our taxes and keeping the difference for himself. He was always oh, I'm real sorry about that. He was always flaunting his money around, showing off his new clothes and jewels. So I killed the bastard and left his body out there to rot, with all his ill-begotten gold still on him. Yeah, you know, I believe you, kind of, but that's really no excuse for murder. Yeah, sorry Sorry, mate, but I've got a job to do. You're one of them, huh? Come to kill me? Well, give it your best shot, Wood Elf. I've no problem spilling more of that blood of the Emperor's lackeys. Yeah. Uh-oh. He was starting to wear down my fatigue, and that would have been real bad if he'd succeeded at that. So it's a good thing that I killed him in time. Anything on you? Some gold and Processus Vitellius's ring. That's not nice, buddy, to take his ring after you kill him. What's this? Dancing Fire, Chapter 6. This is one of the mercantile skill books, so it's a good thing that we found this. And while I'm not going to read all of it, I'm going to take it to sell later. Okay. Well, let's take a look in his chest. 5 gold, okay. Anything I might want in here? Hound meat? Yeah, maybe. Scuttle. I think that's food, actually. So that's a good thing. Anything in here? A wooden spoon. Salt rice, that's food too, so we're taking it. And I believe the game said that we are tired, so we should probably rest someplace. And we don't really have any place to rest, but I noticed earlier that there is an unoccupied bed in this census office. So since we are heading here anyway, I'll be sure to, you know, take a little nap on my way out. I'm sure they won't mind.
Did you want something?
Yes, I have found the murderer of Processus Vitellius. I heard you had been asking around about his murder. I'm glad to see this matter brought to its completion. Here's your reward, Enoriel. Good to see that there are still some citizens who understand their loyalty to the Emperor. Yeah. Well, I was in for it for the gold, but loyalty is good too, I guess. See ya. And we'll just take a quick nap in here. Let's sleep for, I don't know, maybe 8 hours. That should be enough. And nobody came in. Success. What does this note say? Riskar, don't think I've forgotten our wager. I want this dagger sharp as a scamp's claw by morning. Gansiel. Yeah. I already took that dagger, so it won't be very sharp by morning. Let's fill our water skin and drink some water, I guess. Oh, I'm filling it. Okay. Good.
Think it'll rain?
No, I don't think so. Weather is pretty nice right now.
Outlander.
I should probably talk to this Riskar fellow. I mean, I could keep all of the gold, but, you know,
Do you
On
have
your
something
way.
to say, Bosmer?
I don't want any trouble, really. So I found Fargot's hiding place. You found his hiding place? That's great. Tell you what, I'll give you 100 gold, and you can keep anything else that you found in there. Thanks for your help. Okay. So, what's up with the Imperial Legion anyway? Oh. He's part of the Legion. I didn't know that. So he's a legionnaire who is shaking down the locals for money.
What's your story?
That's pretty messed up.
Welcome. If you wish to talk, it is really no trouble at all.
But then again, it's probably easier for a legionnaire to get away with something like that, so it makes sense. Let's sell some of the things that we have found, like this book and a bucket and this cup. Oops. Anything else? The ring I'm keeping and giving to I don't know her name, the woman who was the sweetheart of the taxman. I'm selling the tax record. I really don't need it anymore.
Outlander, what do you want?
So let's move on, and but first let's talk to this woman and tell her that we have found the murderer and killed him. I also have this ring that she wanted to have back, so I'll give it to her. She's a nice enough lady. Yeah. Here is Process's ring. Oh, you found the ring I gave him. Thank you so much, Noriel. It's good to have something to remember him by, though I'll never see him again. Here, take this. He usually traveled with a couple when he was doing his job, but he didn't this last time. If only he had. And we have received 2 standard restore health potions. And that's it. Okay, now what else do we need to do in town? Anything that I may have missed? We have these documents that we have received. We have never took a look at them, so let's do that now. These are the directions to Caius Cosades. Noriel, you have been given these directions and a package of documents. Do not show them to anyone. Do not attempt to read the documents in the package. The package has been sealed and your tampering will be discovered and punished. Follow these directions. Proceed to the town of Balmora in Vvardenfell district. Report to a man named Caius Cosades. He will be your superior and patron. You will follow his orders. His residence is not known, but ask at the corner club called South Wall. People there will know where to find Caius Cosades. When you report to Caius Cosades, deliver the package of documents to him and wait for further orders. Remember, you owe your life and freedom to the Emperor. Serve him well, and you will be rewarded. Betray him, and you will suffer the fate of all traitors. I have the honor to prepare this at the direction of His Most Sovereign Majesty, the Emperor Uriel Septim, Glabiobelinus, personal secretary to the Emperor. Yeah, I don't appreciate all the threats in there, so I'm going to take a look at this package that I'm not supposed to take a look at. Oh yeah, that's really interesting. Oh man, oh, I didn't know that. It's really long. Good. It must be some kind of how do you say? It's in the code. Yes. Let's take a look at the directions that we have received from Alone, the scout in Ariel Strait House. From Seidonin to Balmora by road. From Seidonin, leave the village by the north bridge, then follow the road east past the Silstrider port. You know what? We'll read this as we are leaving the village, because I want to live on foot, not by Silstrider. So maybe we'll read it later when we need it.
I'm listening.
For
Go
now,
ahead.
I believe we have a little task here that we have heard about this cave that some smugglers are occupying, and we should probably take a little look there, see if we can get in on some of the action, maybe, or something along those lines. Oop. Okay. I think this is it. Let's save before we head in. Hello? I think I may have a proposition for you, or... Oh, okay. So this is how we're dealing with this. Okay. I can do that too. I have a bigger blade than you do. And I win. Let's take that gold and add a Masarta slave key. That's the name of this cave. So that was unpleasant. Yeah, lunchtime is coming up soon. Let's go up here. Ah, torch. I wanted to buy torches. I believe we have been discovered by some dude. Let's save. Uh-oh. Oh. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ow. Oh. Good thing I saved, because that spell was ridiculous. Did you see how quickly I died? That was utterly ridiculous. Ow. What does that do? Weakness to common disease. That's the most useless spell I've ever seen. So it looks like you're stuck, and I'm not going to wait for you to cast that on me. Yeah. Ow. Ow. Don't do that. Don't do that. Aha! You're out of your magic juice, aren't you? Yeah. Let's heal up a bit. A robe, some boots, and a dagger. I don't need any of that. Let's take this torch. And let's check these guys out. It looks like
Better than lizard. We work hard, no steal. Make you happy.
oh god. You're really
Your
racist.
turn to talk.
Your turn to
Ours to
talk,
listen.
Ours to listen.
Okay. I think these guys are actually slaves. Do you have the key to these braces? Will you let me go free? Yes, I will definitely let you go free. Yes, now I am free. Thank you, Honoriel. You're welcome. And you too, my friend. You can go free as well. And you, even though you're not very nice, but I'm going to set you free anyway. There you go. Have fun. Have a fun life. I'm going to check out the rest of this cave. Get some torches that I need. Oh, oops. Somebody is trying to kill me again. And doing pretty well, actually. Ow. There. Don't do that. Those were some chitin throwing stars, and I'm not sure how to pronounce that word. I think it's chitin, maybe. Apprentice's lockpick, I'm taking that. Apprentice's probe, I'm taking that as well. And yeah, that's it. One more slave key. Some pretty good potions here. They sell for a whole bunch. And the flint. I'll take that too. That's pretty good value for that weight. Gold. Oh, exclusive restore speed, that's nice. Talvani bug mask. And pretty soul gem. Pity soul gem. Maybe I'll take this. And iron saber. Maybe I'll buy some weapons at the next place I'm visiting. Okay. Let's take a look in this little lake over here. Or underground stream, I'm guessing. Because I see someone down there. He's not very alive at the moment, but we'll take a look anyway. There is some gold on the ground here. Any more gold? I guess not. Bone meal in the skeleton, and I think I should go up for air. There we go. Anything in this chest? Gold. A chicken egg. I'm getting that. Some potion of luck. And the cup. That was nice loot. Food is always good loot. I wish I could find food in real life. That would be easier. Great. Anything in it? Some chitin gauntlets. Guar meat. I don't really need that. I don't think I can eat it as it is. Sujama. And moon sugar. Moon sugar. I probably shouldn't be walking around with this all the time, but I'll be sure to sell it the next time I see a Khajiit merchant. Anything interesting in here? Oh, some skooma. That is worth a lot of money. I'll take that. More moon sugar and a bunch of ingredients, which I will be taking because I am an alchemist. And it's lunchtime. More ingredients and more moon sugar. Let's take a look back here. Let's see if there's anything we can find that's useful to us. So far it looks like there's another underground lake or something, and there's a small little pathway leading up to the side of this cliff here, and there are some trees actually living in this area, so that's really strange. Let's take a look. There's some gold hinted here, and a pauldron that I don't want, and a magic ring that increases agility, speed and personality temporarily. It's that's okay, but I already have both of my magic ring slots, or ring slots rather, filled, so I won't be taking that. And some mushrooms. Oops. Looks like we have company. It's a rat. Torch. And that's it. How many torches do I have right now? 4 plus 2. That's 6. I know math. So I think that should be enough. I won't take any more, even if I found any, because 6 is enough for now. I'll probably need it if I plan to adventure at night, or in a dark cave or something. Yeah. It's not very hidden, this cave, but I guess they were paying off the guardsmen, as somebody suggested in town, so that explains it. Let's sell this crap that we found.
Keep moving.
I am moving. Hello, Ariel.
To what do I owe the pleasure, Bosmer?
I have some stuff you might be interested in. Or maybe not. You will have to get rid of that moon sugar. Sugar? I don't know how to pronounce that word. That's one of the most basic words in English, and I forgot how to pronounce it, sorry. If you want any services from me, I don't want any trouble. Okay. I'll probably put these here so I can talk with you. I'm not going to buy that skooma from you. Get rid of it and then we can trade. Okay. Skooma on the counter. This is much better. If a guard comes in now, this looks great. Just moon sugar and skooma on your counter there. So let's just do some trading. Oh, you don't have any money. That's bad. I'll sell these then, because they just take up space. This is bad. Okay. I'll be taking these back. Thank you very much. And see you around.
Outlander, what do you want?
And I'll be going up here. I probably won't take the Seal Strider, but for now I will just stand here, and this concludes this episode. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.